The FAB strikes keep coming. Smoke and fire consume the armed forces of Ukraine garrison in Konstantinovka as 3 FAB bombs with UMPK glide kits slammed into a multi-story building, detonating on impact. In an instant, the Ukrainian UAV control post was obliterated, leaving the enemy blind and the battlefield echoing with destruction. In the Oskol direction, fiber optic operators from the 1st Tank Army acted swiftly. In a series of precision strikes, they destroyed Ukrainian armed forces' 2 S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled guns, asserting battlefield dominance and the accuracy of modern systems on the front line. A 152mm Mista B howitzer from the southern military district delivered a powerful strike against a fortified enemy position east of Ivanopolye. Using a combination of high-explosive shells and Krasnopol M2 precision-guided projectiles, Russian artillery crews accurately targeted defensive structures and firing points hidden within the stronghold. The bombardment tore through trenches and reinforced shelters, setting off secondary detonations as ammunition depots went up in flames. The strike left the enemy fortifications in ruins and disrupted their defensive line in the area. In the Karkov direction, the quiet didn't last long. The Gvozdika self-propelled howitzers driven by the crews of the 44th Army Corps from the Sever group of forces rolled into position with steady, deliberate movement. Once the targets were confirmed, the calm air shattered. What looked like an ordinary stretch of landscape suddenly lit up with shockwaves and explosions, revealing just how precise and unforgiving these Gvozdika crews could be. A storm of rockets tore into the sky, streaking toward the stronghold in a heavy, relentless wave. A heartbeat later, the horizon exploded in fire and dust. In the northern part of the DPR, a Ukrainian stronghold sat dug in, reinforced, and ready for a fight. But readiness doesn't always mean safety, not when a BM-21 Grad is involved. From the Center Marine Group, the Grad crew took up position, working with the kind of practiced coordination that comes only from experience. The Grad had spoken, and the stronghold was gone. In the Dnipropetrovsk region, the artillery of a tank unit from the central group of forces once again demonstrated its firing accuracy. In a coordinated fire operation, the rocket launcher crews of the 90th Guards Tank Division unleashed a barrage on the positions of the Ukrainian armed forces. Explosion after explosion struck the enemy's defensive line, destroying troop concentrations and vehicles. As a result, the rotation of Ukrainian units along the combat contact line was disrupted, forcing Ukrainian forces to delay their movements and reinforce their defenses under continuous artillery pressure. The 91st Regiment continues its advance toward the Dnipropetrovsk region, striking with precision and confidence. Their firepower tears through NATO armored vehicles and Ukrainian robotic systems caught along the front. Operating day and night, the regiment's fighters relentlessly hunt down enemy robotic complexes, combat transports, and heavy bomber drones, destroying targets hidden in tree lines, behind fortifications, and along supply routes. Each impact marks another setback for the enemy's mechanized forces, tightening Russian control over the advancing Axis and clearing the path for further offensive actions. Over Mirnograd, the sky carried a deep, distant rumble, the kind that tells you something heavy is coming. FAB bombs dropped with a slow, inevitable descent, their path locked in. A moment later, the entire ground shook. The impact tore through the fortifications, throwing up walls of dirt and fire, breaking apart trenches that had been holding the line only seconds before. A drone had been watching, patient, silent, and close enough to see every movement around the gun. Once the coordinates were locked in, the strike came fast. No warning, no time to react. In Sumy Oblast, a Ukrainian howitzer sat tucked into its firing position, surrounded by camouflage netting and brush. It ended it. The explosive hit directly on the howitzer, throwing debris and smoke into the air. On the front line, the Lightning crew moves into action swiftly. With several precision strikes, the Lightning UAV destroys Ukraine's MTLB-based Sturm SATGM system. The target vanishes in a controlled explosion, while the Aerospace Forces regiment's crew continues their relentless operations. Take a look at Russian Air Force strikes. 5 FAB bombs slammed into the 114th Brigade's positions in Chernihiv region. From the aerial view, massive explosions erupted across multiple points, sending plumes of smoke and debris into the sky, showcasing the scale and precision of the attack. Take a look when Panzer S air defense system maintained control of the airspace to safeguard key infrastructure in the Sever Group's area of responsibility. During its combat duty, the system detected and neutralized an enemy UAV attempting to breach the perimeter. In the skies over Konstantinovka, UAV operators of the Yug group of forces unleashed a precise assault. 2 armored vehicles, a ground-based robotic system, and an armed forces of Ukraine materiel depot were obliterated in a single coordinated strike. In the Karkov region, FPV drones of the Zapad group of forces hunted down and rammed 3 enemy heavy hexacopters, turning the duel of machines into a mid-air collision of fire and metal. Over the Dnieper River in Kherson, a Lancet UAV team from the Dnieper group of forces struck with pinpoint precision, eliminating an armed forces of Ukraine field artillery gun hidden along the right bank. Moving to the Zaporozhye region, drones of an airborne unit detected and engaged a concealed M777 howitzer, shattering its position along with nearby enemy manpower. Further east, UAV operators of the 90th Tank Division Center group of forces targeted and destroyed Ukrainian materiel and strike drones in Dnipropetrovsk region, cutting short another planned attack. Last, the UAV teams of the Vostok group of forces brought down Baba Yaga heavy hexacopters, sealing another night of dominance in the skies. Russian assault and drone units operate around the clock, relentlessly striking enemy formations and destroying their equipment with precision. Coordinating with ground troops, strike drone operators deliver devastating blows on Ukrainian tanks, vehicles, and communication hubs. Through the lens of combat drones, explosions tear through dugouts and shelters, antennas collapse, and enemy positions vanish one after another. Every strike is measured, calculated, and executed with surgical accuracy, a clear display of dominance in both technology and tactics. The camera cuts in close. Gvozdika self-propelled howitzers, crews from the 44th Army Corps of the Sever group of forces at the helm, roll into action and open up on camouflaged armed force of Ukraine positions in the Karkov direction. Russian FPV footage then freezes a raw, shocking frame. 3 FAB bombs streaking down, smacking into Ukrainian defensive works around Konstantinovka, the impact caught in heart-stopping handheld detail. Not long after, Russian Air Force aircraft unleash more FAB onto Ukrainian positions near Mirnorod, the strike's part of a relentless push to unhinge fortified lines. On the ground, a BM-21 grad crew from the Center Marine Group levels a hardened stronghold in northern DPR, rocket salvos erasing entrenched positions in a matter of seconds. A final darker clip, a Molnia 2 loitering kamikaze drone finds a Ukrainian post and detonates a warhead laced with yellow phosphorus. On the banks of the Oskol River, the counterattack is heating up. Ukrainian troops are riding in an M113, but 2 Russian drones come in rapid succession. The first hits the additional armor, the second penetrates the troop compartment, and the mission is complete. In the Sumy region, tensions are once again at their peak. A high-tech drone equipped with a fiber optic control system glides low over the silent forests and fields. In the distance, the position of an M101 howitzer belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces is detected, a classic piece of artillery still actively used on the front line. Within seconds, the drone locks onto its target with absolute precision. A sharp explosion shakes the air, a burst of flame marking a direct hit on the enemy gun. This precise strike showcases the evolution of modern drone technology on an ever-changing battlefield. In the Lyman direction, 2 drones struck with deadly precision. The Ukrainian Armed Forces armored vehicle Kozak burst into flames, the fire spreading amid the fog of battle. That's all for today's update. Thanks for watching, and don't miss our upcoming videos.